All right, Shalom. I want to start by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachach Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, bishops at Great Millstone. It's your brother Rabbi Knapp coming out with a lesson, Lord's will, Seraphine. Now I want to share my screen. Found this video online through Bugs. Figured I'd share it, man, because social media is, man, it would inspire me to do this videos because all these different apps are requiring you to have some, is giving you like a social media type of platform, okay? And it's just bugging people out. It's just literally bugging people out, man. But let's just get into it.
Talk to your daddy, y'all. Let him talk to his dad, please. Please.
Thank you for the glizzies.
Listen, your daddy is talking.
What's good, Pops?
Hey, what's going on, dude?
Thank you for the glizzies.
No.
Thanks for
Y'all, please just stop. Just stop, because
Thank you for the wait.
we trying to get him some help. Please, just don't keep
Thank you for the
entertaining.
glizzies.
Don't entertain this madness. We trying to truly help our son.
Thank you for the cap off.
No, listen to us. He's talking to you, Tej.
Quadruple glizzy.
Is he high or what's wrong with him?
Tell your dad. But
Thank you for the galaxy. Oh my gosh.
See, so yo, and it's funny, but it's not. His mother's literally trying to help him. You know, your parents know you better than anyone else. You're still at home, you know. She got her his father on the phone, but you know, clearly his father don't live in the house because he would know what's going on with his son. You know, but you know, you get to an age where it's hard for your parents to even deal with you anymore. Okay. And now these social media platforms, you know, most of the time you on your phone. You know, I find myself on the phone a lot, but it's what you're doing on the phone. You're fooling around, you know, this world, man, it tells you in Ecclesiastes is folly is set in great dignity. Okay, let's start there. And that's what's going on here. You know, people want to see you do stupid stuff, man. It says Ecclesiasticus 10:6. I'll start at 5. There's an evil which I have seen under the sun, as an error which proceedeth from the ruler. Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place. So this evil you got is proceeded from the ruler. So the ruler is allowing these things. Just like when TikTok first came out, they had a thing called brain rot. You know, this is supposed to be a Chinese platform originally, you know, but China and Saudi Arabia, they don't even allow, I don't know if Saudi Arabia, but I know China more specifically doesn't allow their algorithms different than the algorithm of the US. Okay, but so who determines the algorithm that's being played? The ruler. Okay, so and who's in rulership? The so-called white. Okay, I didn't even share my screen. All right, and he wants this father to be in great dignity because he wants Jake to be in this low state. Okay, he wants you to be like that. Okay, and the rich sit in a low place. The rich is talking about Israel. Okay, they're rich. They're rich in faith, more importantly, but they're also rich with the abundance of the things of the world. But the Lord took that away from them, and now we're suffering the curses in Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. And they sit in a low place, meaning financially, economically. You know, even if you're rich in this place, you're still under the devil. Okay, who's controlling you, man.
Ooh, ride like a cowboy. Ride like a cowboy.
I'm gonna start calling names for real.
Thank you for the glizzies.
Aisha T.
Thank you for the
Y'all,
glizzies.
please just stop. Don't do this. We trying to have a family intervention.
See, a family intervention, man. And this is, I'm thinking this is his mother. Okay, clearly this is an issue. She sees that we need to get a hold of this, but see, it's not really. Ultimately, is demons. Okay, these are demons that are on this man. Okay, and the only way that he can be healed from this is the Lord. Okay, and there's plenty of examples, those who I can get into. where, you know, there was demons on people that they needed them to be taken off. He got all these views, 85.7 thousand likes, okay, 7.5K watching, all right, and it costs money to do all this. He got chicks sending him money, and he's, you know, so this is like all, what do you call it, when like your brain gives off these hormones when it's happy. I forgot what the dopamine or something. That's what it is. Okay, so in Esau, what he does is he understands all this. Ultimately, you know, this is Amalek at work, man, because this is the type of shit he does. This is his type of work. He likes to fund this type of psychology, okay, and then use it against you. He wants to farm your data and then try to sell you what you think you need, and, you know, try to master your thoughts, try to control you. Okay, and that's what's going on here. Okay.
Please.
Tasty. Thank you for the roses.
No, please.
Oh my God. Thank you for the heart.
Stop it. Listen. All these people, please stop.
Thank you for the ice cream.
Don't entertain this. He don't need this. He don't need it.
They don't care about what he needs or what he don't need, man. They're part of the problem. They're too. It's the book of Genesis 7:1. And the Lord said unto Noah, come thou and all thy house into the ark, for thee have I seen righteous before me in this generation. And Talakia, for the background, they're doing work on my house right now. But I want to get this video in, man. But just like Noah, you can imagine what kind of rebellious, what was going on then. Who knows what they were doing? Okay, but that's the same thing that's happening in this generation. That the Lord sees a perverse and wicked generation, man.
He got a
Thank you for
job.
the chili.
He got a job. I work. I got a job. His daddy works. He don't have
Mama, yeah.
this type.
So everyone got a job, and he don't even care what she's saying. It's just a complete, utter disrespect from mother, man. Okay. I just want to. There's a couple more precepts I want to get. Let me see. Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy 1:35. Surely there shall not one of these men of this evil generation see that good land which I swear to give unto your fathers. So same thing, man, like ancient Israel, man. So some of us were just so rebellious that the Lord just knew it was better for you to die. Okay. It was better for you to die than actually see the promise, because you were just going to destroy it anyways. Okay. And this is the same thing, the same spirits that are back here today. Deuteronomy 32:5. They have corrupted themselves. Their spot is not the spot of his children. They are perverse and crooked generation. Okay, let's go into this word perverse, because that's what you see. You're seeing a perverse generation. We're the Israelites, man. We were the ones given the law, statutes, and commandments. We were the ones under King David and King Solomon. We were the ones seeking the Lord. Okay, but you think this man's doing that? He's not. Okay, I'm looking in this word perverse. Let me grab it.
Strong's H 6141. Ikesh.
Okay. Twisted, distorted, perverse, perverted. Let's grab this word, perverted. Perverted. It says, of a person or their actions characterized by sexual, abnormal, and unacceptable practices or tendencies. Okay, so it's unacceptable, man. As a matter of fact, I wanted perverse, actually. Let's get perverse. It says showing a deliberate and obstinate desire to behave in a way that is unreasonable or unacceptable, often in spite of the consequences. And you think he's thinking about the consequences of not listening to his parents? He don't see anything coming. What's the point? Why would I listen to them? The Lord's not in his thoughts, man. Deuteronomy 21:18, if a man have a stubborn and rebellious son, which will not obey the voice of his father or the voice of his mother, and that when they have chastened him, will not hearken unto them. So you got a stubborn, rebellious son, and you chasten him, punish him, and he still won't hearken. He's still doing the same things you told him not to do. Then shall his father and his mother lay hold on him and bring him out unto the elders of his city and unto the gate of his place. And now this is not something, this is an extreme case, man. Okay. And what she's dealing with, she's probably a real good mother, man, that actually going into her son's room and see him. She probably hears this multiple times. Okay. Multiple times, man. And everything we do is it's muscle memory. But when you look at it carnally, but it's demons, man. And it's Esau doing that. He got different type of colors, different things the eyes can see. All of that, man. He put it in a compact version to get where everyone can meet and just put a bunch of demons on you, man. Okay, but some people in the chat, look at, I'm so sorry. Look at, they're saying it, and then his dad said, is he high? Laughing my ass off. Turn the Wi-Fi off. They really don't care. Okay, and in all actuality, he getting paid. Okay, so he think he's benefiting from doing this because all this stupid X20 times 1, people are paying for this to send these gifts online, and he thinks he's getting a reward for this money, but not all money is good money, man. Okay, now you look like a damn fool and you're disrespecting your parents. Okay, Deuteronomy 21 and 20, and they shall say unto the elders of his city, this our son is stubborn and rebellious. He will not obey our voice. He is a glutton and a drunkard. So, let me go into this word glutton, because some people might think, oh, he's talking about a big, hungry hippo. But you got to know this word was translated. It wasn't just getting the gluttons out the city. Okay. It's just, let's get the word.
Strong's H 2151. Zalal.
Okay, Zalal. This is to be worthless, be vile, be insignificant, be light. Okay, to make light of squander, slakia, be lavish with, to shake, tremble, quake. Okay, to be loose morally. Okay, let's look at this word morally, because that's what it is, man. With reference, let me see my screen, to the principles of right and wrong behavior. So you're loose with the in references to the principles of right and wrong behavior in a way that is considered right according to the code of behavior or a particular society. Okay, so your moral compass is off, man. Okay. Let me see. Or prodigal. You're worthless, man. Because that's not what you're supposed to be. Let's see what prodigal means. Spending money or resources freely and recklessly, wastefully extravagant, having or giving something on a lavish scale. Imprudent. Let's see what that means. Not showing care for the consequences of an action. Rash. That's a synonym for this. Okay. So, you know, he's fulfilling Deuteronomy, the 21st chapter. Okay. Deuteronomy 21 and 20. I'll read it again in 20. And they shall say unto the elders of his city, this our son is stubborn and rebellious. He will not obey our voice. He is a glutton and a drunkard. And all the men of his city shall stone him with stones that he die. So shall thou put evil away from among you, and all Israel shall hear and fear. So because judgment isn't going out, iniquity is abounding. So no one fears the Lord anymore. Ecclesiasticus 8 and 11, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. So this also applies to when judgment isn't being executed, then injustice is abounding. Okay. So the more injustices are abounding, people are going to think, well, hey, I might as well commit injustice too, because, you know, why am I going to be fair to someone who ain't going to be fair with me? I'm going to treat them according to, and it just abounds. Okay. And then it says, therefore, the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. So now that you know that there's no consequences for your actions, you keep doing it. Okay. See, he needs to have a reference point of why he shouldn't be doing this. A good example, someone getting put to death. Hey, that's a good motivation to not do wickedness. Ecclesiastes 8 and 12. Though a sinner do evil 100 times and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear the Most High, which fear before him. Okay. Because the fear of the Most High is knowledge, man. Is the beginning of knowledge. But when you lack that fear, you continue in your sins. But it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days, which are as a shadow, because he feareth not before the Heavenly Father. So same thing, man. You got to apply these precepts.
For stuff. Tish,
Thank you for the lightning.
what are you doing to do this? What is
Thank you for roses.
Gummy.
Ooh, TikTok,
Are you still there? You still there? I'm trying to see if your dad's still on the line.
Thank
You
you for the
still there,
roses.
Mike? Hello?
Ooh. Yeah.
Listen.
What's up, man?
No.
Great.
Uh-uh.
Thank you for the glizzies.
He talking to
Thank you
you.
for the roses. Man, I'm chilling, Pops.
No. That's not what he asking. You are not
Thank you for the football.
sweaty and everything.
Tasty. Thank you for the roses.
Okay.
It's CJ from Grove Street.
You're gonna have to come down here. You're gonna have to come over because
Thank you for the love.
okay.
Come on, you better break yourself, Cole.
You're not talking to me, and you will not talk to me.
Thank you for the donuts.
You see, he's talking those more crazy, man. Now, you know, on a quick glimpse, you can just, you know, skip over this and think, you know, and just think this is just folly. But it's not, man. This is people are dealing with some real serious things. Even different parents, you know, their kids are just addicted to social media, whether it be video games, it could be Roblox, it could be anything, man. Stupid little games online. Esau got it where he's polluting the minds of those of this next generation through the internet, man. Okay, and the only way we can combat this is this word, man. This is the only healing ointment that can get you out of that state, save your family, man. You need this word. That's why we do this word, man. But it, like I said, folly is set in great dignity. Okay. I'm gonna grab this in the book of Matthew. Matthew chapter 17 and verse 17. Actually, should I start there? I'll start at 14. And when they were come to the multitude, there came to him a certain man kneeling down to him and saying, Lord, have mercy on my son, for he is a lunatic and sore vexed. For oft times he falleth into the fire and oft into the water. And I brought him to thy disciples, and they could not cure him. Then Yahushua answered and said, O faithless and perverse generation, how long shall I be with you? How long shall I suffer you? Bring him hither to me. So this is the same thing. You know, parents were bringing their kids to the disciples, man, because they didn't know what to do with them. Okay, they knew it was they knew it was something more spiritually, something more spiritual about these things. See, right now we live in a generation where social media, you know, all these things, all of this is demons, man. All these different diseases, demons. Okay, and you know, the disciples understood that. Yahushua understood that. Okay, and he said, "Bring him hither to me." And Yahushua rebuked the devil, and he departed out of him, and the child was cured from that very hour. So the devil needs to be rebuked off this man. He got a demon on him.
You will not talk to me like that. Do you hear me?
Back up.
Oh no.
And that's a demon. Okay. But you know, his mother, his father, they don't know the words. They don't even know who they are. So it's more it's like the demons have more power over you when you ain't even fighting them, because you don't know who you are. You don't know who the devil is. You don't know who the truth is. You think what you're doing is right, and that gives them full access to your vessel, man. Okay.
Oh no.
Thank you for the roses.
You will not. I'll back you up.
Stay back. Thank you for the basketball.
And you know, she seems like a mother that, you know, like a good mother, man. You know, she might not know the truth, or maybe she does, who knows? But you know, going into your son's room and trying to, you know, she's involved in her son's life, man. You know, and she's over here begging the people that's online for them to stop. Okay. And this also happens with the women. A lot of women got social media sites. They're doing this stupid shit too. They might not be as extreme as this young man, you know, but who knows? Esau owns all this shit, man. He probably ain't even paying his hard-earned money to do this. This ain't nothing. He's literally coming out with a digital currency. That shit is nothing. It's fake, man. It's all enchantments, but in your head, you're gonna think you're rich. You own a Bitcoin, 93,000, however much dollars it is right now, and you think you're worth something. It's an enchantment. It's fake. Meanwhile, in a couple weeks from now, shit's about to be skyrocketed out of its mind, and you're gonna think you good for a certain amount of time, but everything around you is super expensive. But because you got all this fake money, you're gonna think you all right, man. And that's the enchantments that this devil's using. Okay, the same type of enchantments, and we're trying to warn y'all this is not a good being in these last days. Matthew 17 and 18. And Yahushua rebuked the devil, and he departed out of him, and the child was cured from that very hour. And that's what he needs, man. Okay. We keep going. Matthew 17 and 19. Then came the disciples to Yahushua apart and said, why could not we cast them out? And Yahushua said unto them, because of your unbelief. For verily I say unto you, if ye have faith as a grain of mustard seed, ye shall say unto this mountain, remove hence to yonder place, and it shall remove, and nothing shall be impossible unto you. Howbeit this kind goeth not out, but by prayer and fasting. Okay, so some demons require a different form. Okay, prayer, fasting, you know, but ultimately it's Yahushua, man. You gotta know who the Lord is. Okay, your belief needs to be in Yahushua. They were literally with Yahushua, and they had unbelief. And he's doing all these miracles in front of you. You should know that, hey, man, I can do anything in the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Okay. Especially if this man's walking on water, turning water into wine, healing the blind, the sick, lunatics, doing all these things, then you should have faith. Your faith should be increased, but it's really all up to the Lord. Okay. Matthew 17:22. And while they abode in Galilee, Yahushua said unto them, the Son of Man shall be betrayed into the hands of men, and they shall kill him. And the third day he shall be raised again. And they were exceeding sorry. Okay. So, hey, you can trust in Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Okay.
Woo! Celebration. Thank you for the celebrations.
See?
Talk to your daddy, y'all. Let him talk to his dad, please,
Hey,
please.
what's going on?
Thank you for the glizzies.
Listen, your daddy is talking.
What's good, Pops?
Hey, what's going on, dude?
Hey, what's going on, dude? So, you know, he probably live in a whole different state. She says she works, he works, they work, everyone gotta work. No one really has time to focus on another. And this is time consuming trying to get this demon that she's dealing with. It takes a lot, man. It takes a whole village to get a demon like this out of him, man. Okay? Because there's way more demons, there's way more way more wicked than there are righteous. Okay. Let me go into the book of Matthew. I think it's 24. Not 24, is it? Is it? No, it's not 24. I'm bugging. I can't even think of the precept. Well, he was basically saying how, 7 more demons. I don't know if he used the word demons. Let me see. Or spirits. 7 more spirits. Matthew 12, okay. Matthew 12. Let me see. I don't think this is it. Let me see Matthew 12 and 45. Yeah, it is it. Okay. Let me find the point. Matthew 12 and 43. When the unclean spirit is gone out of a man, he walketh through dry places seeking rest and findeth none. So this is also a parable of showing you when you come into the truth and you get these spirits off of you. Okay. Then he saith, I will return into my house from whence I came out. So the spirit was dwelling inside of you. You're the house he was in. Okay. But you need to kick that spirit out so you can get the Holy Spirit so you can know all things. And when he is come, he findeth this empty, swept, and garnished. See, your vessel being clean with the Holy Spirit, it got things in order. It got you keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. It got you prioritizing the Lord above everything. Okay, making Yahushua your head, and his head is the Most High. And then with that order, hey man, you gonna put everything else in order. All right, hey, my woman's under me and my kids are under her. So there's gonna be order in your house. There's gonna be order in the way you're moving. Okay. And it's saying Matthew 12 and 45. I'll read it to 44 again. Then he saith, I will return into my house from whence I came out. And when he is come, he findeth the empty, swept, and garnished, because you're keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. You're in order. Then goeth he and taketh with himself 7 other spirits more wicked than himself. And they enter in and dwell there. And the last state of that man is worse than the first. So when you come into this truth and you go back into the world, hey, now you got 7 more demons more worse than the first. Okay. Even so shall it be also unto this wicked generation. So that's telling you that there's demons in you, man. And this is the form, what it looks like.
Thank you for the glizzy.
No.
Thanks for
Y'all, please just stop. Just stop, because
Thank you for the wait.
we trying to get him some help. Please just don't keep him.
Thank you for the glizzies.
Don't.
Okay, so he's legend, man. He probably got all different types of demons inside of him. Let's jump over there. Mark the 5th chapter. It says, and they came over unto the other side of the sea, into the country of the Gadarenes. And when he was come out of the ship, immediately there met him out of the tombs a man with an unclean spirit. So we just saw, 7 just means completion. It can be a whole, not literally 7 demons, man. You can have a whole legion of demons in you, man. And when you watch that video, you can see he got different types of demons on him. Okay, even towards the end, he sounded like he had like a little homosexual demon on him too. Okay, and that's what Esau's propagating out in these channels, and that's what that's what I want to get. Let me get this word over here. Channeling. It says direct toward a particular end or object. It says of a person, serve as a medium for a spirit. So that's what these channels are. Okay, they're serving as a medium for a spirit. So things that you're watching, it's either taking away demons off of you or it's putting demons on you. Okay, in social media, a lot of those people, like I said, folly is set in great dignity. So there's a big wicked army of demons out here just fighting, putting demons on you. So like, yeah, let me grab this. I grabbed the etymology. It says, but a stream of water, bed of a waterway, a pipe, gutter, groove, channel, water pipe. Okay, that by which something passes or is transmitted. So the social, the platform is the way these demons are being transmitted. Probably led to that of band of frequency for radio or TV signals. Part of a sea making a passageway between land masses, a large strait. So that's what's going on here, man. And we're doing the same thing. Okay, we're channeling Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Okay. Mark 5:2. It says, and when he was come out of the ship, immediately there met him out of the tombs a man with an unclean spirit. And it's talking about Yahushua. This is the man that came out of the ship, and who had his dwelling among the tombs, and no man could bind him, no, not with chains. So he was in a tomb, chained up. He was so demonic, okay, because that he had been often bound with fetters, which is like, handcuffs or whatever, and chains, and the chains had been plucked asunder by him. So he was breaking out of the cuffs, man. Okay, nothing could bound him, man. That's like a crackhead, man, or some you catch somebody, on drugs. Ultimately, they're demons, man. Okay, they'll be super powerful and they don't even lift weights. They don't even eat well, but for some reason they're strong as shit, and that's because of the demons that's on them or that's in them. Okay. And the chains had been plucked asunder by him, and the fetters broken in pieces. Neither could any man tame him. So that's just like this young man that we see in this video. He got all these demons on him. His mother can't tame him. His father can't tame him. She's asking people on the internet, and that's just a quick view. Who knows how bad it really is? Mark 5:5, and always night and day he was in the mountains and in the tombs, crying and cutting himself with stones. But when he saw Yahushua far off, he ran and worshipped him, and cried with a loud voice and said, what have I to do with thee, Yahushua, thou son of the Most High God? I adjure thee by the Most High that thou torment me not. So these demons understood. Hold on. I know who this is. The Son of Man. I mean, this is Yahushua, man, the Son of the Most High God. So the demons know who we are. So certain people that come up, these demons that come up to these camps, that come up and talk to you, they're always running into you. These are just familiar. The demons using that vessel to get to you. Now it might manifest itself in in the physical as, oh, this dude, the FBI is paying him, or he can just be anybody. I've seen so many different types of demons that in my little short time, well, I always seen a lot of demons, but never understood it until I started reading the scriptures. But these demons know who is who spiritually. See, we have no understanding of that, but these demons do. They know who you are, just like Yahweh Shai in Mark 5:7. Mark 5:8. For he said unto him, come out of the man, thou unclean spirit. And he asked him, what is thy name? And he answered, saying, my name is Legion, for we are many. And you see, same thing. Just like when Satan went up to go speak to the Most High, Yahweh, when he asked him, where'd you just come from? He just told him because he had authority over him, just like Yahweh Shai has authority over these demons right here, these demons in the spirit right here. And he besought him much that he would not send them away out of the country. Yeah, so they were begging him, don't send us out of this country, man. Now there was there nigh unto the mountains a great herd of swine feeding, and all the devils besought him. Now these devils are talking about these different unclean spirits, saying, send us into the swine that we may enter into them. And forthwith Yahweh Shai gave them leave, and the unclean spirits went out and entered into the swine. And now we know swine has a lot of different parasites and things like that. Okay, so physically, the Lord told you not to eat that because there's a spiritual, these commandments are really spiritual. Okay, he's telling you not to do these things, but there's a spiritual reason why he's not telling you to do it. You're literally putting demons in yourself, but you know, you're not, it might manifest itself in the form of parasites, but it's deeper than the parasite, man. They're demons, man. And you keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments that will get these demons off you. That's why they don't want this word going out. Okay, they'll do anything on it in their capability to stop this word from going out. But those who truly believe, they're gonna push this word. No matter what. Okay, they're just gonna keep pushing it, man. Because who knows? It might come across. And you know what? Lord's will, this video gets to that lady, man, so she can get her house in order with Yahweh Shai and Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Because this is time to buckle up, man. Because these demons are out here heavy. Okay, they're out here heavy because they know they got a short time. Mark 5 and verse 12. And all the devils besought him, saying, send us into the swine that we may enter into him. And forthwith Yahweh Shai gave them leave, and the unclean spirits went out and entered into the swine. Oh yeah, and you can read that in Leviticus, the 11th chapter. It tells you the dietary laws. That's for Israel. See, Esau and these heathen, they can eat all this shit and not deal with having it. That's why they're not getting their foot amputated. They're not dealing with all these curses because they're not the Israelites, man. God don't love everybody. He told you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans to keep these laws. And you speckled birds out there, those who truly believe, not the ones who claim to believe and they have no understanding. They're not going to get it because there's a demon on them don't want them to get it because they're not either they're not of the elect or they're Edomites or other heathen. Okay. And the herd ran violently down a steep place into the sea. They were about 2,000 and were choked in the sea. So he said that just goes to show you. And I think when you go into that word legion, it talks about like a Roman army, showing you Esau's a fucking devil, man. Excuse my language, but he's the damn devil, man. He motivates me. Just watching the news, man, it makes me I can't wait to put my hands on these damn devils, man. Really can't, because they're the first ones to come smiling. Oh, is everything all right? Hi, how are you doing today? And they think they can get you with that, man. But that's just false. But then, might see me. I'm not what you consider. I might be considered mean or unruly or whatever. Oh well. At least I ain't lying to you. These people are pedophiles. They're homosexuals. They're murderers. They're kidnappers of kids. They're blood drinkers, cannibals. They're disgusting. They're viler than the earth, and they're ruling over us. If you're not mad about that, you should get put to death. You should die. Okay? You might not like how I teach the word, but guess what? As long as I know who the devil is, hey, I'm gonna fight this damn devil, man. Mark 5:14, and they fed the swine, and they that fed the swine fled and told it in the city and in the country, and they went out to see what it was that was done. And they came to Yahushua and see him that was possessed with the devil and had the legion sitting and clothed in his right mind, and they were afraid. So they couldn't even believe. And this is Yahushua doing this. He crossed the whole sea to get these demons off of this man. So that goes to show you some of the elect, man, with this word, it needs to get to them. Okay. And it's going to find its way to them by this. And that was just Yahushua. That's like one of these digital epistles going out. And hey, it might have one view, but it might get to who it need to get to. Who knows what people are dealing with their kids, man, right now, especially within the nation of Israel. Mark 5:16. And they that saw it told them how it befell to him that was possessed with the devil, and also concerning the swine. And they began to pray him to depart out of their coast. So they were mad because they lost money on these swine, man. Okay. So they didn't want Yahushua over there, even though he wrought a great miracle over there. Mark 5:18, and when he was come into the ship, he that had been possessed with the devil prayed him that he might be with him. So Legion wanted Yahushua to stay. Howbeit Yahushua suffered him not, but saith unto him, go home to thy friends and tell them how great things the Lord have done for thee, and have had compassion on thee. And he departed and began to publish in Decapolis and how great things Yahushua had done for him, and all men did marvel. So he pretty much turned him into a teacher. Just his testimony alone of what Yahushua did to him. And this is somebody had him chained up in a tomb. Okay. Same with Paul. Paul was persecuting the church. The Lord came to him and got them demons off of him. Look how great I can imagine what Legion did if they marveled at him, man. He wanted Yahushua to stay. Okay. So this is what our people need, man.
Entertain this madness. We try to help our son.
Thanks for the cap off.
No, listen to us. He's talking to you, Tej.
Quadruple glizzy.
Is he high or what's wrong with him?
Tell your dad.
Thank you for the galaxy. Oh my God.
You see, and like I said, this devil Esau be doing this with the women too. He be doing this with Slakia, with everybody, man, the kids, and this is why they had that rebellious spirit. Okay.
Oh, ride like a cowboy. Ride like a cowboy.
I'm gonna start calling names for real.
Thank you for the glizzies.
Aisha T.
Thank you for the
Y'all,
glizzies.
please just stop. Don't do this. We
Thank you
trying
for
to
the
have a
glizzies.
family intervention.
Ain't no intervention, man. This boy he's probably marked for death. Okay, the Lord ain't playing with everybody. You don't want to listen to the words of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. It's because ultimately you were rejected. Okay, and Moses told us these things were going to happen. Grab this from Deuteronomy 31. Verse number 29. For I know that after my death ye will utterly corrupt yourselves and turn aside from the way which I have commanded you, and evil will befall you in the latter days. And this is what we're seeing. This is what Moses was saying. Because ye will do evil in the sight of the Lord to provoke him to anger through the work of your hands. Okay, ultimately, it's idolatry. Okay, because you're following somebody. You might not, I'm agnostic, I don't believe in anything. You know, oh, whatever you don't believe in. If you don't believe in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, you are of your father the devil. Okay? Because he's listening to something, not music wise, but in his doctrine and what he believes in, that got him doing this. John 8:44, ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, talking about Cain. Okay, that same spirit that was in Cain is in the so-called white man, Esau, Edom, and abode not in the truth. Yeah, from thy face shall I be hid. Okay, because there is no truth in him. Okay, when he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. That's talking about Esau, man. He's a liar. He's the father of it. We're the truth. He's the wicked. We're the righteous. It is what it is, man. And when you're following him, let me just grab it. 2 Corinthians 4, verse 4. In whom the God, lowercase g, of this world, which is the so-called white man, Esau, Edom, have blinded the minds of them which believe not. So he was able to do that because he teaches this false idol, Jesus Christ. Job 9:24, he covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? If it's not the so-called white man, who else made a white Jesus? It was him. Look at the Catholic Church. Falsehoods, lies. God loves everybody. John 3:16 all the time. That's the light of the glorious gospel of Hamashiach, Christ. This is Greek. This is a Greek term, man. Who is the image of God should shine unto them. Yeah, so Hamashiach, who is the image of the Heavenly Father, should shine unto them. He don't want you to know the truth, because then you're going to know he's the devil. Okay? And he can't put these lies on you, which are ultimately just demons. Okay? It's the book of Acts, chapter 19, verse 11. And the Most High wrought special miracles by the hands of Paul, so that from his body were brought unto the sick handkerchiefs or aprons, and the diseases departed from them, and the evil spirits went out of them. So that's another thing, man. Diseases too. Okay, there's a spiritual aspect to it, man. But keeping these law, statutes, and commandments is like staying within a hedge. You're like a sheep within a hedge, and you're being protected. But when you're not doing these things, it's a sign of you coming out of that hedge. If you're an Israelite, and there's nothing but wolves and predators out there, literally. Okay. Then certain of the vagabond Jews, exorcists, took upon them to call over them which had evil spirits the name of the Lord Yahweh Shai, saying, we adjure you by Yahweh Shai, whom Paul preacheth. And there were 7 sons of one Sceva, a Jew, and chief of the priests, which did so. And the evil spirit answered and said, Yahweh Shai I know, and Paul I know, but who are ye? So this is another indication showing you these spirits know who is who in the spirit. Okay, and they know who's faking the funk. And the man in whom the evil spirit was leaped on them and overcame them and prevailed against them, so that they fled out of that house naked and wounded. So it goes to show you, man, if you're not of the elect, hey, it's gonna have, these demons are gonna have their way with you. Acts 19:17. And this was known to all the Jews and Greeks also dwelling at Ephesus, and fear fell on them all, and the name of the Lord Yahweh Shai was magnified, and many that believed came and confessed and showed their deeds. Many of them also which used curious arts brought their books together and burned them before all men, and they counted the price of them and found it 50,000 pieces of silver. So mightily grew the word of the Heavenly Father and prevailed. So people with books on how to do exorcisms and things like that, that was all cast away, man. The knowledge of this world is foolishness. Oh no, let me concoct some what do you call it? Plastic I can't even think of the medication that they use today. But they're trying to think of, he needs this type of medication. And in some cases, yes, we use medications, but we also know that it's spiritual. Okay, I think that's pretty much it on that. So they try to perform these exorcisms. This is what he needs. He needs the truth, man.
Please.
Tasty. Thank you for the roses.
No, please.
Oh my gosh, thank you for the heart.
Stop it. Listen. All these people, please stop.
Thank you for the ice cream.
Don't entertain this. He don't need this. He don't need it.
Just cut the phone off. And you know what? Even some of the people in the chat see this shit's wrong, man. That's how I know this is real, man. He's not doing. Whoever did this knows something's up, man. Something's up with this kid, man. This shit ain't even right. Her face don't look like she's happy at all, man. She's probably dealing with a lot. It's probably nice he's doing this. He's not even eating. Okay. So this is super serious. So you gotta know that if you ain't got the Lord, man, you subject to all of this, man. You don't want to seek the Lord, you're gonna be going right back in the world with the rest of the world. And guess what? You ain't even gonna be ready for it, because there's way more. Last time you actually Isaiah 1, Salakia. There's way more shit out there. Different drugs you don't even know about. Isaiah 1:4, a sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters. They have forsaken the Lord Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger. They are gone away backward. Okay, they're going backwards, man. They're not getting closer to the Lord by doing this wickedness, man. Okay, and then who's getting on the internet? You think all these people who's Talisa Carroll? No, they're non-playable characters, man. There's a war going on, and they're just sitting on the sideline. They ain't fighting for the Lord.
He got a job. He got a job. I work. I got a job. His daddy works. He don't have to do this type of stuff. Hey.
You don't even need to do all of that, man. All you need to do is what's written in this book, man. Okay. With Ecclesiastes, man. This is all you need to do. Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. That's it, man. TikTok don't play a part in that, or whatever platform he's on. Isaiah 1:5, why should ye be stricken anymore? Ye will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick and the whole heart is faint. And so this is why, keeping these laws, he would be stoned to death. Okay. He would be stoned to death, man. And it sounds crazy, but hey, it would save a whole nation from being destroyed like him. Because if everyone goes the way he goes, this whole nation, I'm talking about so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, they go the whole way this young man's going, we won't have a nation. Deuteronomy 21:22. And if a man have committed a sin worthy of death, and he be to be put to death, and thou hang him on a tree, his body shall not remain all night upon the tree, but thou shalt in any wise bury him that day. For he that is hanged is accursed of God. Yep. I'm going to read 21, but this is true though. Who's getting hung on trees? Who's going to be getting hung and hanged? You look at this word accursed, meaning, let's look at that word accursed. Esau likes to hang you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Most importantly, you Negroes, man. Let's look at this word accursed, since we're here.
Strong's H, 7045. Kelala.
Okay. That curse, man. What's the word? Is that what I'm looking for? Curse. I thought I saw something in. Anyways, who's under the curses, man? It's Israel. Okay. So curse means curse, and the only one that's suffering that curse is the Israelites. Okay. That's a sign. Okay. As a matter of fact, I wanted to go to Proverbs. Proverbs 30 and 11. This is a generation that curseth their father and doth not bless their mother. So this is that generation. Okay, you need to be listening to your father. Proverbs 30 and 17. The eye that mocketh at his father and despiseth to obey his mother, the ravens of the valley shall pick it out, and the young eagles shall eat it. Yeah, so you're gonna die. You want to mock your father and not obey your mother, you're gonna die, man.
What are you doing to do this? What is
Thanks for roses.
TikTok,
how
are you still there? You still there? I'm trying to see if your dad's still on the line.
Thanks
You
for
still
roses.
there, Mike? Hello?
Ooh.
Listen.
Stop it.
No.
Green. Thank you for the glizzies.
He talking to
Thank you
you.
for the roses.
He's talking to
Man,
you.
I'm chilling, Pops.
No. That's not what he asking. You are not
Thank you for the football.
I swear to you.
So you should be dead, son. You need to get your act together. All right. And there's plenty of examples. You don't listen to your parents. That's why the Lord warns us to do this, because it's a commandment. This is your duty. You do it because there's a spiritual aspect of following what the Lord tells you to do. 2 Samuel 18 and 9, and Absalom met the servants of David, and Absalom rode upon a mule, and the mule went under the thick boughs of a great oak, and his head caught hold of the oak, and he was taken up between the heaven and the earth, and the mule that was under him went away. So this is King David's son Absalom, man. Rebellious. You talk about a rebellious son, man. Yeah, it don't get more rebellious than Absalom. And a certain man saw it and told Joab and said, behold, I saw Absalom hanged in an oak. So Absalom was trying to get away. And his father told his men, listen, bring him back to me alive. Okay. But the Lord didn't want her to do like that. Okay. 2 Samuel 18 and 11, Joab said unto the man that told him, and behold, thou sawest him, and why didst thou not smite him there to the ground? And I would have given thee 10 shekels of silver in a girdle. So Joab, which was one of David's men, I think one of his generals, I believe, was like, why you ain't kill him, man? Because in his mind, you know, that's his mind, man. He was into, this is like super political, you know, these different deaths. Even though the king wanted him to be alive, he's thinking, shit, if I put him to death, then he probably thinking selfishly, you know, he'll take my spot, then I'll have to be under him. Nah, I want to be exalted. You know, I don't know exactly what's going through Joab's head, but he disobeyed the king's commandment. 2 Samuel 18 and 12. And the man said unto Joab, though I should receive 1,000 shekels of silver in my hand, yet would I not put forth my hand against the king's son, for in our hearing the king charged thee and Abishai and Attai, saying, beware that none touch the young man Absalom. So he knew he wasn't going to disobey King David. He knew he didn't want his son to die, even though he was caught in a tree on a mule. He was trying to get away from a battle, and the tree hung him up and entangled his hair, and the mule left him. So now he's just hanging in a tree. And that's the Lord, man. Okay. The Lord put him in that predicament, man, because he told your ass these precepts that we brought out, man. You're supposed to be obeying your mother, obeying your father. Okay. Then said Joab, I may not tarry thus with thee. And he took 3 darts in his hand and thrust them through the heart of Absalom while he was yet alive in the midst of the oak. So he died, man. Okay, and 10 young men that bear Joab's armor compassed about and smote Absalom and slew him. Okay, so that's what's going to happen to you for being dis.
And everything.
Ooh, tasty. Thank you for the roses.
Okay.
It's CJ from Grove Street.
You're gonna have to come down here. You're gonna have to come.
He's telling his mother he's CJ from Rose Street. Now, it looks like he's playing, but she knows he's being disrespectful. And what is he doing it for? Ultimately, it's these demons that's on him.
Come over because.
Thank you for the love.
Okay.
Come on, you better break yourself, folks.
You're not talking to me, and you will not talk to me.
Thank you for the donuts.
You will not talk to me like that. Do you hear me?
You better back up.
Oh.
Yeah, man. That's Jake for what? So you can get some roses on a stupid platform like that, man. It's foolishness. This is the book of Leviticus 20:9. For everyone that curseth his father or his mother shall be surely put to death. He have cursed his father or his mother, his blood shall be upon him. So this is in the law. Okay? This is why you got to be careful in what you're doing.
Oh no. Oh no.
Thank you for the roses.
You will not. I will back you up.
The back. Thank you for the basketball. Woo! Celebration. Thank you for the celebrations.
See? Coming off the end of all of this, man. And these are the channeling of these damn demons on people, man. Okay. Proverbs 20:20. Whoso curseth his father or his mother, his lamp shall be put out in obscure darkness. Okay. Yeah, man. You're going to get your lamp put out. All right. But I'm going to end it right there. Lord's will, that was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Kodash, Shalom.